In recognition of this meaningful step forward in Prayoga's journey, I request Shri Vallish Herur, Managing Trustee Prayoga, to introduce the purpose of Dhātu, an innovative initiative in mathematics education.
Distinguished guests on the dais and all the well-wishers and eminent people here in the room today. I take this opportunity to welcome everyone once again to this event. Essentially, as HSN mentioned earlier, Mr. Prahlad had a discussion with us about how mathematics is something that students get overwhelmed with very easily and very early in their learning careers, and after a point of time, mathematics is something that they would want to run away from. So his very sincere concern was, how do we change that, and how do we change that in the Indian learning context? So that is how we had a discussion with Professor Jeffrey Ullman and Dr. Ramana, and the whole journey began. So we've been working on this for about 10 months. In the last 10 months, we have created the content for grade 9, etc. And we are the event today is to announce this and take it to the pilot phase, which would begin in the academic year 25-26. So essentially, the ideas, traditional methods, no longer serve the entire student spectrum, and that is where a method like root question method could be adopted and could help a larger set of students than what we currently are able to do. It also, as Professor Woolman was saying, it is like a tutor looking over the shoulder and guiding the student at each step to be able to strengthen the conceptual understanding and the problem solving skills associated with math. So essentially, learning system where math feels supportive and not a threatening learning program. So that is the objective. And the why are we trying to do this as part of Prayoga, as a research organization? So at Prayoga, we want to see how better pedagogies and methods could be brought into the teaching learning systems in the Indian learning context, and also understand what kind of impact it would make, because the evidence that we could get from students and teachers teaching and learning this way will point us to what is the impact, what is the kind of change that this brings about. In this specific case, in terms of understanding of mathematics, it could be in terms of various competencies of mathematics that students need to acquire with time. So the overall objective is to see how we can enhance mathematics learning, and we are trying to see how we can do it through a layered approach. From a research angle, we would be working with schools, students across the socio-cultural spectrum of the country. So we would be working with government schools, private schools, individual students, etc. When the condition that Professor Ullman and Dr. Ramana and the Gradients team put forth was, we would be willing, they said that we would be willing to share the idea of root question and also give the platform, the technology platform that they've evolved, under the condition that it would be used for a non-commercial purpose, and that fitted extremely well into the way Prayoga does. So this platform and the content would be made available to students, teachers, and schools going forward at no cost to them. And it can be pan-India, and that we believe is a significant reach that this platform could have. So when we work with students, a large number of students across the socio-cultural spectrum, we would be able to understand the patterns of mathematics learning and also the competencies that students are able to demonstrate at a very granular level, and which is data that we believe in the country we don't have. So from a that would be a very that would be fundamental data for us to improve on the curriculum and the content that we eventually get students to go through at the school level. And since this would be made available to a large number of students, schools, teachers across the country, I think there's a significant social impact that could come out of it, because extremely good content today is available at a price which to a large section of the society is unaffordable yet. And to be able to provide high quality learning content accessible, available to even the student in the remotest corner of the country is something that we believe will add significant value to the society as well. So Prayoga as such combines research and social impact, and even in the Dhātu program we aim to be able to achieve that. So the roadmap is we would the 25-26 academic year would be a pilot where we would make available content for grade 9 and grade 10 to select set of schools that with whom we would do the pilot. And the 26-27 I think we will be ready with the entire content for the 4 years, 4 grades, and it will be open to schools as well as individuals to be part of. From a what would be available and what is it that we are trying to do? We are working in the grades 9 to 12, the high school grades, where the content would be aligned to the NCERT curriculum or the syllabus. We are trying to build content in 3 layers. The first layer is where it would meet the school or the board requirements as defined by the NCERT. The second layer typically could become a little more analytical and kind of cater to the competitive examinations that currently are prevalent, that most students end up taking. And the third layer would be for those who really enjoy mathematics, who want to push the boundaries, typically those students who take Olympiads and things like that. So we are trying to build the content in 3 layers so that we are able to cater to the diverse spectrum of students interested in mathematics. It will be a technology-based platform. Therefore, the student would be able to track his progress. A school would be able to track the progress of the learning of a student, and also the teachers would be able to customize the learning content and the questions for the students based on the abilities. And from an education research perspective, we would be able to understand the learning behaviors in students and be able to gather data that indicate the mathematical competencies acquired and demonstrated by Indian students across the socio-cultural spectrum. And I'm happy to introduce the team that is already working on this. We have the academic excellence team members in mathematics, Mr. Ramana, Yamuna Natraj. She's not been able to join us today, but she has been contributing significantly. Professor Srinivas Shastri, and said a very enthusiastic young mathematics enthusiasts, Krishnan, Vanilla, Neelambika, Heidi, Lalmanga, and Nandini. And from the education research team, we have Dr. Karuna, Shubhashri Patnaik, Alekha Acharya, and Manaswini, who are part of this project. And again, I need to present the gratitude to the Gradients team, who have been extremely forthcoming in providing all the support to Prayoga in taking the ideas that they have conceptualized and use their technology to be able to build this platform for this country. Thank you.